Here's the first company of this match. We've got AppArchitect presenting are Ilya Zatulovsky and Michael Bogorad.
What if building mobile apps was as easy as PowerPoint? That's what we do. My name is Ilya Zatulovsky. I'm the co-founder and CEO of AppArchitect. This is my co-founder, Michael Bogorad. So everybody knows that mobile application development is hard. Requires knowledge of many programming languages, technologies, and frameworks. And because of that, it's expensive. An average app takes $27,000 to create, and even a simple app is going to cost you $4 to $10. And then you still have to wait 3 months before you see anything at all. We believe the AppArchitect is a solution to that problem, where a non-technical user can drag and drop components and build their own awesome mobile app. So if you could build a PowerPoint slide deck, you too can become a mobile app developer. Now guys, have you heard about the new TechCrunch Museum that's opening up here in the city? It'd be easier to explore it if there was a mobile app, but unfortunately there isn't. So let me show you how easy it is to build a mobile app for it using AppArchitect. Here we're going to create a few screens to get us started. We'll double-click on the title and edit the text. And we'll do the same thing for the tab bar. Now we just need to find a beautiful icon. We could upload our own or select one that's given to us. Let's change the color of the nav bar to the TechCrunch green. Since we got the main structure down, let's start building. We'll start with the featured exhibitions. On display is a computer that Michael Arrington used on June 11th, 2005 to publish the very first TechCrunch post. We placed an image, adjusted it, and now we set a label right below it. We're going to take the two items as they're created, group them together, copy, and paste it. And now that brings us to the second exhibition, the Crunch Pad, the only one ever made. As you've seen through the years, there's been a lot of great companies that found their final resting place in the TechCrunch Deadpool. So we'll highlight other attraction with a table. We'll edit the text just as easily. Here we also have a number of styles and options to select from. The power of AppArchitect is a library of components. Here we drag the map, set the address, the target, and the title. And the target screen could list hours of operations or directions. And if our museum had 2 locations, it would be just as easily to add it. As you guys know, TechCrunch has a lot of great articles, and we'd like to include it in our app. So here, we take an RSS component, set URL, and now we have all this great content in our app. We also have a number of styles and layouts to choose from. Creating a gallery is just as easy. Here we drag the gallery component, set it on the screen, and now we're able to upload media. It could be photos or videos. I want you to see how easy and flexible our editor is. Since we want our app to go viral, we're going to place a Facebook and a Twitter button, but we also like to get our users to contact us. So we're going to place another button, set its label and position, and from here, we're going to edit the text inline as we always have, and from one of the options, we're going to select call. But it also could be open an email, or generate, open a page, or play a YouTube video. I'm sure you guys are thinking some of our competitors in this space. For example, the cookie cutter app builders out there, like maybe Mobile Roadie. You see what Michael's doing right now? Our competitors can't do that. And with them, all their apps look identical. As you guys can see, our app editor is very easy and flexible. And if you ever use PowerPoint, you will feel right at home. I want to highlight 2 things about AppArchitect. First, the apps that I've built are native. And the reason that's important to the user, it gives them the best look, feel, and performance. We also have a preview app. This allows you to test and interact with the application as you're building it live on your own mobile device. This is a really great feature, and I'll advise you guys to check it out at demo or download it from the App Store. Here are some of the beautiful apps that are created by customers. And the most impressive part is that these are non-technical users creating it. I want you to think of AppArchitect as an extendable platform. Today, we support iOS, iPhone, and iPad, but in the future, we'll develop it for all other platforms. And each application feature is a building block, which you assemble together to get a really great application. So far, we've been building it ourselves, but in the future, we'll extend it to other developers to build on top of our platform. So we see ourselves as WordPress for mobile. And we'll support that initiative with a marketplace. The market opportunity is huge. In the 90s, it was all about building websites. Today, it's all about mobile. The application development market will grow to $100 billion by 2015. And today, there are already hundreds of thousands of apps, and that number is growing exponentially. Just like with any other hot market, there's a number of companies trying to find a solution. On one end, you have developer tools. But you know what? Not everybody's a computer scientist. On another spectrum, you have template-based solutions, where you upload your logo, change your background color, but that's about it. AppArchitect is both easy and flexible. We have the simplicity of templates, but you can customize the app in every single way. Now, guys, the truth is that there really isn't a TechCrunch Museum. But if there was, they would have a mobile app by now. And now, I invite you guys to build your own mobile app on AppArchitect.com. Thank you so much.
Judges, feel free to jump in.
Who are you selling this product to?
So our product empowers design agencies, marketing firms to build apps for their customers. So we see ourselves as a platform like PowerPoint or Photoshop.
So if I'm a marketing agency, I'm going to impress my client by saying I've used AppArchitect to build their app.
Yes, so it will be a tool, and we're going to assume that you probably don't have in-house development resources. So use our tool to build exactly what your clients are looking for.
For the last 3-4 years, I've seen presentations that look similar. How do you really differentiate what you're doing versus the next person who comes along and says they're doing it a little bit better?
Sure. So I think it's really a go-to-market. So what we want to do is partner with the leading companies that have relationships with existing customers. For example, we're looking at museums and galleries as one of the target markets. And in that case, we're partnering with a company with 1,000 museums, but they already have a relationship with 100 museums through 8 countries. Same thing with marketing and agencies, is where they already have their relationships and customers, and when they would leverage that as a platform.
Talk to me a little bit about how you think about making money and the tiered pricing structure that you're considering.
Yep. So as we launch, we're going to be free for the next couple of months. We have an express package, which allows you to publish on the platform and kind of self-service. That is about $100 a month. We also offer professional and enterprise package that gives you the ability to publish under your own account and also extend to the platform.
So what happens when you hit publish? Do you get an app in the App Store? Do you get access to the Xcode project that generated that app?
Sure. So the moment you hit publish, we actually, in Express package, it goes to us. We review that, and we publish under our account. In the case for the professional, you would actually take the binary and create your own Apple developer ID and publish and do all those certificates on your own. To answer your second question about the source code, no, you would not. Even though it's a native app, you would not be able to get your own source code and kind of optimize that.
So I was just going to say, what is the consumption experience then like for those that are doing the quick version? Is it they are downloading your application, which serves as a bucket for the other applications that are being published there?
So I want to highlight it's not downloadable, so it's actually just a browser software as a service.
Got it.
This falls into a category that we tend to call service as a software. That this would have been a service business. You've created components and put them together and created a software solution.
Yes.
We tend to find that these are relatively like services businesses, low multiple businesses, and ones which aren't necessarily the right type of companies to attract venture capital funding, because it's very tough for them to scale to be businesses generate hundreds of millions in revenue. So given that, how do you feel about taking outside money, and what are you trying to do over the next 5 to 7 years?
Sure. So if you look at the evolution of the mobile web, for example, or the 90s was kind of website, and website builders out there obviously have raised a lot of money, right? This company's raised their $40, $60 million, $100 million exits. So if I believe that mobile is the next big thing, I think that it's definitely a very big opportunity for our company and the industry altogether.
Can you talk a bit about how you see this platform evolving? I mean, it's very cool what you have, but it's a very limited set of capacity.
Absolutely. So our biggest goal is to make sure, so our platform does a lot today, but we know there's a lot of things and more we could do. So we extend to other developers to build on top of it. So often the question comes up, can this be done or can that be done? The answer is always yes. The only question, does it make sense to, and who's going to build it? And we want to make sure there's a community of developers who actually kind of like WordPress, where there's a huge number of templates and themes. And we want to make sure that our platform is that platform for mobile apps.
And do you envision extending that to payments and e-commerce?
Absolutely. So we don't want to build online ordering or payments or calendar or CMSs. We just focus on the front end, where the user interacts, and let the best technology companies out there provide the back-end services.
Any other questions? That was AppArchitect. Thank you guys very much.
Thank you.